Okay.
And my boobs are big. I don't
That's
know.
the measurement. Big.
I don't know the rest.
I do. My shoulders, the last time I measured them, were 51. My boobs are probably in the 40s. I haven't measured them since surgery. All right, I'm like halfway. What? I'm sliding. I'm coming to you.
Oh my goodness.
Do you have one up your butt right now?
What?
One of the things?
What thing?
I got a jet right up my butt right now.
You got the lucky one.
I did get the lucky one. I'm totally like okay, I'm halfway in here right now. All right, we're all. It's on my butthole. She's gonna be like, oh, it's totally on. Okay, I'm gonna enjoy this video. All right, people. I have two guests now. I know it's a little dark, but I think my guy will end up lightening it up. Okay, so you might have remembered her from multiple videos, and I haven't decided if I'm going to put this out first or the workout that we literally just did. So this is feeling really good on our legs. But follow these two bitches right here. Follow their vaginas. Okay. All right, so we're going to get to some questions that we asked on IG. I'm going to read, and then... I think I fucked it up. All right, so we said if anybody has any questions they don't want to answer, they don't have to. So I'll go first, and then they'll answer, okay? And please leave your comments below if you have a certain subject. Like if you want me to invite somebody on and just talk about one thing, we could absolutely do that. Or if you like the Q&As and you want me to invite somebody else in, then we can do that. So leave your comments below. Like, subscribe, share to the channel, all that good stuff. All right, so... First is, but somebody asks me every single time, first one, for me to do an arm wrestling video. And I have said 95 times that I'm not doing it ever again. But you can leave your comments.
Have you done one before?
2. So I did one with Kristen Graham. She's another athlete with Blackstone Labs.
I remember when you did that.
And then I did one with Chelsea. I don't know if you know who she is, but she's a bodybuilder, an Olympia bodybuilder. And we did both arms, and she killed me. And this arm was a hot mess for like 6 months. So I'm done. No. Okay. Then somebody else said, "I love you, fitness." Okay, I love you back. All right. So what do you look for? Wait a second. Are all 3 of us single? Okay. So what do you look for in a... Oh, the other jets. Oh. There's another one. What do you look for in a man that you want to date? You go first.
Me.
Well, yeah. I just found out that you were single. Go.
Well, let's see. He can't be a child.
Okay.
Mature.
Okay.
Knows what he wants. Ambitious. Romantic.
Does he have to be a gym guy?
I mean, his legs gotta be bigger than mine.
His legs have to be bigger than yours.
That's
okay.
Come on. I know, I'm like, your legs are too small. I can't. You just got rid of like 80%. I know, I'm sorry, y'all. I just can't.
Listen, never settle. Never settle. But he has to be a gym guy. He doesn't necessarily have to be a bodybuilder that competes, but he has to work out. And
yeah, a little bit. And yeah, and he has to like support me because I'm like always in the gym.
Okay.
Like, you know, and I have goals and he has to understand that. Romantic and just like a little old school.
Okay.
Not a little bitch. I can't do that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Same. Driven. Least. Doesn't have to be super gym goer, but understand that I'm going to go. Don't take it away from me. And at least, like, I want you to live a little bit. So be into your health. Driven. Passionate. Has to be okay that my kids come first.
All 3 of us have kids.
Yep. And be able to do your own thing and not be up my asshole.
Right. Okay. Like these jets are. Same thing. I like a man with a good work ethic. You have to be driven. I want somebody that's like kind of like busy so that we have our own thing, because I have my thing and then I want them to have their thing and then we come together. I don't need to date a bodybuilder, but I definitely want somebody that respects the gym, respects my gym hustle. I would love to be with somebody that I could like work out with. Like I've kind of always wanted that. Somebody that's okay with the fact that I have kids. And yeah, I want somebody that's sense of humor is such a turn on for me. So I definitely want somebody that has a good sense of humor. Keep it simple.
Communicate.
Oh my God, chemistry and communication are my two top things. Oh, the Jets just went off my bung. So that is like another very big thing for me. Okay, so moving on to the next one. I'll save those for last because that's more for me. Okay, what's your favorite movie?
I'm a rom-com girl.
So am I too, but not. This is not my favorite movie. Is not a rom-com.
I have two. I can't even remember names.
Wanderlust is one of my favorites.
Oh my God, Wanderlust is hysterical.
Wanderlust
Have you ever seen it?
No. I don't
Oh my
know.
God, every time there's like a meme of one,
We have
maybe
to
we'll
send
put
it to
it.
each other.
I don't know if we could put it in this video. It'll be, yeah, it's really bad. I mean, I know I say some bad stuff, but it's pretty, the scene that we always send to each other is pretty bad, but you should watch it. Okay, that's your favorite one? And then do you have a second?
I don't really have a favorite movie, but it depends on like what mood I'm in. And I love Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh, I've never even seen that. What
No,
about you?
it's
Do you
old.
remember?
No. The
Still?
Proposal.
Oh,
I love that one.
absolutely
Friends
one
with
of my favorites.
Benefits. is
Yes, I
another
love that one too. Me, I'm Warrior. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but not like there's like a Warrior, very old school movie, but mine's the one about the two brothers that end up fighting each other in the octagon. I don't know if you've ever seen
No, I haven't
it. It
seen
makes me cry every time. I don't know why it reminds me of me and my sister. Not like we've ever fought in the octagon. But okay, how much water do you drink?
A gallon and a half.
Okay.
Gallon.
Gallon and a half to 2 gallons. Just keep being the, okay, this was actually addressed to me, but I think it applies to all three of us. Just keep being the badass, gorgeous muscle goddess inside and out. Say you're welcome, girls. 1, 2, 3. You're welcome. Thank you? No, thank you. We say thank you. Thank you. Okay, whatever. I fucked that one up. What's your favorite gym day?
Legs.
Well, you have 3 of them.
I
So is
know.
there one that is your favorite?
It's quad and glutes.
So today.
Today.
Okay, what about you?
Legs, but I take glutes lately, or definitely.
Mine's a tie between my Friday and my day with Andy and Kelly. Those are my 2 favorite days. I can't say one over the other. Okay. All right, this is gonna be, it's a heartfelt one. Okay. How did you get over the physical abuse that you went through when you were younger? So this is obviously somebody that knows me. So, I know that you're open about some of the things that you've been through. Have you ever been through anything?
Physical abuse?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Are you okay to like talk about? Okay. So you guys can go first. So how did you like get over that or come to peace with that, I guess?
Well, it took me until I was like 36 years old to completely get over it. I hid it with alcohol and dating, and I was never single, and I just kept myself occupied, but I finally got over it when I learned to love myself.
So what were some of the tactics that you used to love yourself?
The gym, for one. Finally doing it for me, not doing it for anybody else, because I started living for everybody else to just numb all the pain of all the horrible things that were said to me, because I was told I would always be used for that and no one would ever love me. So I always was working to keep everybody around and do for them. So finally when I started doing for myself, the gym, I've lost, in my adult years, because I've been all over the place with weight my whole life, I've lost 70 pounds. So, and I started to finally see me and do things for me, and I write a lot of poetry. That helped get it out. Talking about it helps. I thought it would be harder, but for me to share it and to see how much it helps other people and inspire them to share, it really helps to get it off your chest and makes you see it's not your fault. Because that was the hardest thing, is thinking that it was my fault. I put myself in that position. I did that even though I was really young, but it took me a long time.
What about you?
That's good. I still struggle with it, honestly. I've just barely started coming to terms with it. I kind of numbed it when I was younger with drugs and alcohol. I never talked about it. Till a few years ago, I started getting like angry, and the person that I was with, I resented them. But now I feel like I love myself and I'm in a good place, and I'm starting to talk about it more.
Publicly or just like to somebody?
To somebody.
Okay.
So I'm coming to terms with it. It's hard.
Yeah. Are there any coping skills that you do, like on your own time, besides talking to somebody?
I kind of started like meditating, and like I blacked out most of those memories.
Yeah.
So they're all coming back to me, and I'm starting to be okay with it. So kind of like when I'm meditating, I'll come back to it and I'm like, okay, this happened. And I just learned and I grew, and I'm a better person for it.
So if you know me, you know my story on my website that's in the description. Like, I was raped, I was molested, I was beaten, and all that other stuff. And at 23 years old, I had a nervous breakdown, checked myself into a psych ward. And one of the things that I learned was about affirmations. I was told by the doctors to do 3 in the morning, 3 at night, but I do them every time I have negative internal dialogue. I never drank or did any drugs, but I definitely medicated with food. So I used to be bulimic. So I would eat, binge, and purge, and then that led to everything else that happened. And then a lot of the things that happened to me, I basically my sister said that what happens, because she has a degree in psychology, that like it's like your soul leaves your body when you're going through it. So all the memories that I have are from an outside view. So like I remember them from a tree, seeing my next door neighbor molesting me, seeing my dad beating the shit out of me, seeing myself getting raped by my ex-boyfriend. So a lot of the things that I've done is like reading the 4 Agreements, Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins, and right now I have a post-it in my bathroom right over where I brush my teeth, and it says I am and I create, and every morning I do anywhere from like 6 to 10. I am beautiful, I am independent, I am powerful, I am not a victim, I am enough, I create change in people's lives and everything. So those are some of the things that I do to help, and I still do them, even though it's been 23 years. So, what do you weigh? So you don't have to answer this if you don't feel comfortable. What do you weigh?
149.
Okay, and what do you compete at?
138.
Okay, and are you planning on competing higher because you've been putting on muscle in between shows?
Yeah.
So what do you anticipate that you're going to compete at this show?
I think when I step on stage will be a good 5 pounds heavier.
Okay. What about if you feel comfortable?
I'm 163 right now.
Okay. And you feeling okay?
No, I'm feeling fluffy, but I know I'm going to be okay.
And it's part of the process. I had gotten to 174 prior to my surgery, and then I dipped all the way down to 161, which I'm very bummed about. But now I'm on the way back up, which I'm happy. So I'm sitting at like 164 point something. I did my check-in this morning. Okay, so do you have your business goals laid out the way that you do your physical ones? So all 3 of us have physical goals. You explained in the last one the job that you have, and then you're transitioning into something else, and I know the same thing for you. Do you have business goals? Do you lay them out the same way that you do your physical ones?
I started to, and I think it's a good step. I lack on this a little bit, but I'm starting to. So starting to coach and personal train, and I am also doing my online nutrition certifications. So I'm happy with that right now.
Okay. And then same thing with you?
I do. I've laid it out for a couple years.
You have laid it out?
And I keep them, and I change them,
Okay.
I update them.
Okay.
Because regardless, my goals are the same, and that is for me to be successful. So whatever comes along with that, I switch it out.
As a what? A coach?
Yes.
Because they didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
Yes.
So me, the same thing. I have a vision board, and I do my vision board a lot different than The Secret does. So I have what are my goals, why are they my goals, and how will life be different when I get there. And I have everything from physical, business, personal, all that stuff. And I have like 6-month goals, 1-year goals, 3-year goals, and 5-year goals. And that is for all 3, for physical, personal, and business. Okay, what are your stats? Like, I guess that means height, which we already said weight. Like height, and then do you know your measurements?
I don't know my measurements. My height, I'm 5'6".
And
139.
Okay.
149, 149.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
And then what about you?
I am 5'4" and a half.
And a half.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
And I only know my legs and my butt because you and I did it.
Yeah.
So my quads are, what were they, 24 and a half.
Okay.
And then my glutes are 40.
Okay.
And my boobs are big. I don't
That's
know.
the measurement. Big.
I don't know the rest.
I do my shoulders. The last time I measured them were 51. My boobs are probably in the 40s. I haven't measured them since surgery. My waist is 28. My glutes were 39 and a half, and I almost had a panic attack, and then now they're back up to 40, but I'd like to get them to 41.25, which is the biggest they ever were. Quads 24, and then I am 5'5" and a half. I'm going to take that half. And 164 and change. Okay,
I used to be 5'6".
I used to be 5'7".
I lost with all the injuries. I lost inches.
So I wonder if my herniation. We're going to talk about that in a second because somebody asked about injuries. So we'll get to that. All right. When is your next show? Mine, never retired. You. We talked about today.
To be decided.
To be determined.
Yeah.
Because whatever. If you watched the last video, you saw. But if you didn't, it is. She's in a mini cut, and
my coaches are pushing for a show this year.
Okay.
We're gonna decide. We're gonna keep dieting.
Okay. And then you.
I'm hoping to try my first show next year.
Maybe.
Next year. So you're gonna do maybe a bulk until the end of the year, maybe a mini cut, see where you're at, and then
He wants to build for a year. He'll let me do a mini cut. He said for my birthday, back to building till next year, see where we're at.
when is your birthday?
May.
Write it down, people. When is your birthday? Nobody asked that.
September.
And mine is July, which is my Instagram handle, 7877, because I'm an old bitch. What, how old did you say you were?
37.
Okay,
I told you.
Okay.
He said, I think he's 40.
Oh my God, that was a big one. Oh,
That's what she said.
okay, that is what she said. Okay, so, here we go. This is really loud. Let's just talk louder. Do you have any injuries that you have to work around? So, okay, let's go.
My lower back. I work around that. We talked about it earlier.
Yeah, we did. Anything else? Any shoulder, knees, or anything?
No.
Beautiful.
That's very
beautiful.
good. And rare, especially being. And how long? Nobody asked this, but how long have you been competing?
I've been competing for almost 4 years.
And how many shows did you do before you got your pro card?
1.
Fuck you. What? What?
Yeah.
And then you got your pro card when?
So I did my first show in 2020. Took the overall on that, and then went to nationals at USA's and got my pro card.
How many months were in between those 2 shows?
2.
Oh.
Fucking bitch. All right. What about you? What was the question?
Injuries?
Yes,
That's going to
injuries.
take a minute. You want to go ahead?
Just go down
basics.
we talked about it a little bit in the last video that she did with us, but you only touched on
So C2 to C7 in my C-spine is all herniated. I had, I believe it was C4, C5, C5, C6 replaced with artificial disc replacement. I have no cartilage in my shoulders. I have L4, L5, S1. It was herniated after my September accident. They're now slipped, so I can't have artificial disc replacement on those. I have to have a fusion eventually.
Okay.
And I have no cartilage in my knees and meniscus torn. So yeah, that's what I work around.
That's what those bitches fuck up.
Yeah.
But
I work out every day.
Exactly, so no excuse, which is why I wanted to highlight some of these things, because even though we have injuries, it doesn't mean that you need to be on the couch or you can't work out.
You got to strengthen around them.
Right. So when I was told by 3 out of 4 doctors 18 years ago that I needed double knee replacement. I never got the surgery. I have a herniated disc, L4, L5, and S1. I got an epidural, and then that's it. I never had to get. They didn't suggest that I needed surgery, but when I found out about that, I literally said I'm so excited that I have this because I know that there's so many people that are in pain, and I want to document my process.
Oh my gosh, go watch the video.
Oh, I haven't. Maybe I'll put that in here.
You need to.
I'll put it in the corner. I'll show you what video.
Because you would
it looks like
think-
there's an alien coming out of
my
back.
gosh.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Okay, I need some advice as to what you think this might be. I don't know if you could see the protrusion of my lower back, and this is as far as I can stand up. I don't know what to do, and I don't know what it is. Alright, we'll put it in.
Every time I watch it, I'm like, ah!
Yeah, it was bad. I couldn't stand up, and then I had to go to the emergency room. I was in the hospital for 4 days. Still did emails every day at 3:15, and then 8 days later, I did very unconventional style of rehab, and I squat 300 pounds.
Oh.
So, and then I said I'm going to
can do it.
document the process.
You
Yes.
can do it.
And within a few weeks, I got 3 people, 2 with herniations and 1 with back problem clients, and they're all good now. One of them is still with me to this day, so that was 4 years ago. Okay, somebody said, which you want to know, I was going to respond a little differently, but let's do this. Somebody said, show me your feet. So let's, all of us, put our feet up. Mine are really dirty. There you go, that's for free. If you want to send extra money, ask me for my Venmo in the comments. Okay, so that's really basically it. Somebody else said, can you wear an Indian sari? which I never have. My adopted son is full Indian, and I have never visited India, but who knows, maybe I will for him when he gets a little bit older. And then I'm pure vegetarian Indian. Do you make my body strong so I can be famous? Just because your body is strong doesn't mean you're gonna be famous, but yes, it's a little harder being a vegetarian. I have worked with vegetarians. And that's really it. What else? We already answered that. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Is there anything that you want to tell the people or anything about you, and then we'll shut this shit down? No, just follow her and watch.
Follow me. I'm a little shy.
Just watch her process. I'm sure
She's amazing.
she'll start coming out more about some of the things we talked about today, and then you could watch, document her process onto the stage towards the end of the year, because that's what she's gonna do. And then follow her, same thing, her process, her journey, and then to her mini cut, and then to the stage. But is there anything that you want to say?
No.
Okay. And then I love you guys. So leave your comments below. Let me know if you want to see more with these ladies. I've been talking about doing like a podcast version of this every week. And that's it. Thank you for coming to my house and being in the video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay. Oh God, that's really right up my, is my bathing suit up my, that's right up there.
It is.
Oh, there's your watch.
I had to take it off. I kept wanting to put my...